Hey guys, it's RedsToxic. This is my first video on 2B4U. Instead of me smoking some bass or PvPing some nerds, I thought I could do something more like what I haven't really seen on this server. Usually, what I see on this server is just people running around, fixing an obsidian road, or a disabled base bites the dust, with loud bassy music playing in the background as TNT gets placed everywhere and big explosion. I thought I could do a more slower paced type content that like your average Fit MC Baron Dome does by like exploring ruins and that kind of thing. So today I thought I could, have a really strong start with this kind of base exploration crap with something that's very special to the older player base of this server. So most of it. Now, not everyone has seen this and not everyone was here that's on the server today. Some of you may recognize this instantly. Some of you may, it may take a minute. You may not recognize this place I'm about to show in another. You may recognize it when I go into the overworld, though. Some of you will have a lot of questions, just general diversity. So, what I have in front of me, well, you see me, but what I'm seeing from my eyes on my character, is the way I entered a certain meeting that happened at the 2-month anniversary of, well, this server. So I'll press F5 mode here. Now, some of you may have just been hit with a wave of, holy crap, I haven't seen this in months, or what the hell is that? This right here is the entrance to a base that was built here. There were sabotage attempts, CTX Shark being a retard, and just, general anarchy stuff. There isn't much to really talk about here. I'm not going to suck this dry like FitMC would and tell the whole history of, like, how this piece of birch was attained. I'm just going to tell you, this was an entrance built, and the way it's blown up, there was probably a crystal placed here that was detonated by Epic Bush 1, most likely, the way that the blast kind of shows. So the best thing to do is just walk through the portal. Now, most of you that didn't recognize that in there that were at the meeting will now recognize this. This is the May 10th, 2020 oldfag meeting. This meeting was the first meeting on the server for a reunion of any kind. And although I didn't really go to many after this one, in fact, I don't think I've been to any after this one. This one was the only one I've really, being the only one I've been to, it's special to me. That over there was Spleef. That was, there was this player named, I think it was Old Stellar, or it was Old Stellar, and he would build these houses in the sky made of mushrooms. So, I don't think he plays much anymore, but, generally, that was just his thing. That was his mark. That's how you know he'd been somewhere for a while. That's a snowman. Oh yeah, this entire base was built by Bob Rules, okay? The same person who built Teslagrad, so. This snowman was probably built by him as well. There was just a lot of just nice builds here. Oh, pinwheel. How nice. This meeting went down, well, like I said, this meeting went down May 10th, 2020. And I think about 20 or 30 people showed up here. And at the time, we were rivaling Constantium's player count, which is, on this server, that was like a milestone. And, yeah, and this server is a United Kingdom server. And, it was off hours for the UK, and, we were still pulling in the same player bases. Constantium, it was like about 9 p.m. where Constantium is hosted, and it was about 4 a.m. where the UK is, or like 3 a.m. So this base was mainly constructed by Bob Rules, okay, and generally kits were duped, just like everything else on his server, mostly. And it was built really close to a stash that's in like that-esque direction. And Shark was the one who picked the location, and he did not think about his surroundings. He just said, ooh, a plains biome, and then built it here. So there was many times where this place could have been leaked, because I did this thing like maybe 2 months ago ish. Most of you remember. It's not really hard to remember. I've done it. I did it like all the time. It's called Stash or Trash. I go chunk base and I find end portals. I grief stashes. I came really, really close to this while hunting for stashes one day, and luckily I did not come to it. But I was pretty close to sabotage. So there was a lot of times where even I was being a retard. But this over here is a nomad hut, and it's just your regular nomad hut. But this one was constructed by me, and I mean, it's not that significant, but it's something I thought I could just kind of note, because I built it. So that's about the only thing I actually contributed to this base, and it's ugly. So sorry, Bob. So now, another sabotage attempt. I think about an hour or two before the meeting actually started, there was a sabotage attempt from this hill. There was an attack attempt from this hill by Matt Coop and Sin and Blitz. They came in, and Matt Coop was somehow able to blow up the back half of the base, but with about 30 minutes until the meeting started, we completely repaired it into its original condition, and you couldn't even tell it had been blown up by the time that everyone got here. So, yeah. At the end of the meeting, well, there was legals items given out at the meeting, particularly an enchanted book with no enchantments. Now, I have 2 of them, but that's not important. Signed books were given out. Let's not talk about that. These 2 weren't given out. I just have them. This was given out. Map art. This was by Creepy Orb, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. And the oldfag shield and banners were given out with this design. So that's cool. So yeah, I think I covered most of it. Okay, so there's still some games I missed there. There's a shooting range over there. I don't think anyone used that. I thought I should mention something, though. Before today, if I come over in this direction, there was a 16 by 16 area, or, a chunk, that was completely indestructible in terms of, like, what was going on at the time. I was able to blow it up with TNT. Whoops. Pedros told me it was indestructible when I first found it. This was it right here. When you spawn a wither on it, the wither would not explode. It would not blow up for anything, and it was just no TNT could touch it, and you could just tell. It looks like a chunk error almost. So I was able to blow it up, as you can see. But the day of, that wasn't able to be blown up, so I thought this was a pretty interesting thing right here. The fact that this is still standing. Now, I think I've covered everything. This meeting approximately lasted about 2.5 hours or so, and afterwards we were all given coords to a supposed secret base out in the thousands, like pretty far out, and that would become what is known as Teslagrad, which has been griefed recently. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you want to see more of this Baron Dub type stuff, let me know. See ya.